Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I remain my humble self, Kenneth Chizoba Okonkwo, your real estate investment advisor and a consultant. As I have been telling you, the real estate investment is real. Some people will be surprised today when I come up with the idea when I posted on my page that you are not a legal citizen of this country if you don't have any property in your name. You don't have any land in your name, you don't have any landed property in your name, you're only a paper citizen. You only have your ID card as a citizen, you don't have any property, try and have one. And the good thing about it is that these estates are located in the city and off the city. And we always invest in the area that will have a high margin and a great return. I am telling you seriously, Dangote Refinery is a multi-billion dollar investment that will soon start working. If you have come to this area of Ibeju Lekki, you see a lot of gated estates. We have over 100 gated estates coming up here. Same 100 is in fact, I'm short of words. 100 is not, it's more than 100. Because this place is where this great multi-billion industry is being situated. And we have Lekki Freight Trade Zone that's engulfing also multi-billion dollars. We have the Lekki Port over here. We have a cargo airport coming up here. We have Dangote Jetty. We have a lot of investment here. And these landmarks is what makes properties to appreciate. Once these landmarks are fully functioning, these properties are going into millions. Some of the property we are selling for 3 million today, you will be with 50 million, you cannot buy it. The properties we are selling 500,000 naira, 300,000 naira, you will be with 20 million, you cannot buy it. Why not do yourself this favor by investing that little money? I remember 5 years ago, I had the opportunity to invest in one of our estates. That was when we had a Diamond Garden City, one of the first set of the real estate we sold then. I went there with my friend. By then, I have not fully joined the company. I was still a partial. I went there with my company. That was not 5 years ago. That was the year 2013. That was 7 years ago. Yes, 7 years ago. I went there with one of my friends in the church. He wanted to buy 2 plots. Another friend wanted to buy 2 plots. Me also, I have money then. I want us to buy 1 plot. By then, it's been sold at 750. And there was a promo then for 500. So when we went here, this my friend was he wanted to invest. He was much interested. And that particular area we went to is where the 4th mainland bridge will pass through. So when we went here, after seeing the land 100% dry, we had decided to. He started to invest. The other one started to. My other friend started to invest, and I also make up my mind to invest. So when we come back, the next day we wanted to go and make payment. One of our friends make a statement. So that place is push. Where are you going to invest your money and leave your money there? No? And that particular single word discouraged us. That place is push. And we didn't invest. Yeah, I must be frank with you. We did not invest. We leave it. And when I fully joined P1, begin to go into real estate, study real estate, make investment in real estate, I discovered that I made a lot of mistakes. Do you know that now that land is selling for not less than 5 million? Who will give you? Even the land you pass that place and go inside, those lands are selling for 5-6 million. But that particular property now, if I have it, 10 million, I will not sell it. But this is the opportunity I missed 7 years ago. One of our property here in Sengotedo was sold, entered market at the rate of 4 million. Today it's selling for 16 million. Today it's selling for 16 million. There's another property we have here, Legend Gardens. Eden Gardens now is selling for 3.5 million after payment. Is at a Bukije. Bukije is just after Makwe, you get Bukije. You have residential houses around that area. 3.5 million. Now, the actual price is 5 million. Only playing around. We have properties at Ibeju Lekki. That's after Dangote Refinery, Lekki Trade Zone Road, we pay by the rights. We have many properties. We have the properties of as low as 270,000 naira. We have property of 300,000 naira, 300 square meter plot. We have property of 600,000 naira, 850,000, 950,000, 1.2 million, 2 million, 3 million, 2.5 million. We have property of 9 million, 8 million, depending on the location and the area you want to invest. We have a property at the back of Pan African University that is selling for 1.5 million. That property now, the property around it is selling for 3 million. I will call my friends and colleagues, come and invest. Come and invest. This investment is something you look back tomorrow and say, Kenneth, I'm very grateful. I thank you for this advice. I thank you for bringing this opportunity to me. Why? Because this is something that you can lay hand on tomorrow and sell it. Sometimes my people will say, we're going to Biafra. Yes, it's good, we are going. I didn't doubt that. The way the country is going, if the things are not changed, there's a sign that the country is going to divide. But wherever you may be, your investment is still there intact for you. Whether you're in Biafra or you're in Nigeria, your investment is 100% secure. Are you saying, are there no people in London? Are there no people in US? The land you have in US because you're a Nigerian, do you forsake it? No, you still have access to your property. And because you must live there. You can turn it into investment. The land you buy here today, you can build estates there, you can build houses there and put it for rent or resell it. The land you buy today, you appreciate tomorrow, you can sell it. Allow your money to work for you. Don't leave it in the bank there. Don't leave it in the bank there. Allow your money to work for you. Your money is willing and ready. And here you have a very great company. P1 Group is one of the best in the world. I'm not talking about Africa, we are the best in Africa. P1 Group is one of the best in the world when it comes to real estate investment, when it comes to secure investment, when it comes to transparency, when it comes to sincerity, when it comes to reliability. When you want a company you rely on, when you want a company you trust, when you want a company you can do business with, think about it. When you think about, whenever you think about real estate, think about P1. Think about P1 Group. In P1 Group, we have 17 subsidiaries. We have done this business for 8 good years. 8 years child is no longer a baby. At least you can know when he's hungry and when he's not. So if you have 17 subsidiaries, we cannot be able to mention all of them, but let me get one. We have P1 Homes. We have P1 Edge, we have P1 Legend, we have P1 Premium, we have P1 Lekki, we have P1 Stars, we have a P1 Royal, we have P1 Max. We have 17 subsidiaries. You can buy from any of our subsidiaries. We are all one family. But for the sake of serving you better, that's why we have all the subsidiaries. Wherever you want your property to be, do you want your property in Lagos, Ibeju Lekki? Why I always, let me be frank, why I always advise my friends to invest in Ibeju Lekki? Because Ibeju Lekki have a high rate appreciation. Yes, it appreciates faster than every other area because of the landmarks, the investment that are coming up here. Now, what makes land to appreciate very fast is not because you buy it and stay for years. What makes it to appreciate fast is the development that is coming in that area. There's a fast development in the Ibeju Lekki area. There's a fast development in Ibeju Lekki. And because of this development, Dangote Refinery is growing up fast. The Lekki Freight Zone companies are building there. A seaport is going on fast. When these landmarks are fully functioning, my dear, the land you buy today for 600,000, 10 million cannot buy it. 20 million cannot buy it. The investment you make today for 3 million naira, somebody will be begging you 25 million, he can't get it. Just look at what happened in Lekki Phase 1. So my dear, make a wise decision. It may be painful removing that money, but let it don't be that painful for you, knowing that you're investing into the future. Tomorrow, you will smile to your bank when you sell this property. When you call me and say, okay, I want to prove up my property, how does it worth, how much does it worth now? And you can't imagine that the investment you make with 2 million naira. You say, okay, that investment is now 18 million. It's okay, I want to offset it and make other investment or buy some other area or do some other things. Whichever way you want. But I want to show you, make sure you invest. 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 Invest in Ibeju Lekki. Invest through P1. Reliable, reputable, trusted and tested company. You can search about us in YouTube, Google, search about our events, search about everything about us. We are reliable. If you want to buy and get your allocation instantly, we have some of our properties and get instant allocation. We are safe and secure. We have you covered. While you're busy doing your business and other things, we are here working for you. We are here working for you. P1 Group has no limits. P1 Group, when we say P1 Group has no limits, some people don't understand. You cannot say, this is the area we can trust them and you cannot. No, we are 100% reliable. And I am very grateful to the chairman of the company, Mr. Dr. Austin, for the sacrifice he paid to build this company. Because it takes a trusted, reliable man to build a trusted and reliable company. And all of us have been baptized with that grace. Reliability, sincerity, trustworthy is a key word if you want. I'm very grateful to God for being part of you. You can be part of us as a partner, as a customer. Do you have a big amount of money to invest and you want a better profit and return? Call me, let's discuss about that. What is your fear? How do you want it? How do you want it to go? Which area do you want to invest? Call me, let's talk about it. You can get me on 080-309-199-66. I say once again, you can get me on 080-309-199-66. My name once again is Kenneth Chizawa. Thank you for listening.